Cross-training of the mind. This is the concept of MindFLOW Ergonomics. Just as like you go to the gym, you do cross-training in the fitness gym. You know, you can take your dumbbells, you can get on the treadmill, you can do those kind of pull-ups, you know, push-ups, whatever, planks, you name it. And the idea is to get different body systems all nicely tuned up so that you're in a performance mode. Same with the brain. There are 7 creative zones that I talk about for a mindful genius. And these zones can cross-train. You can cross-train them at any one time to get you into that mode of productivity. So for me, creativity is the currency of the brain to connect these 7 zones together so that you have from, you know, possibilities to opportunities. I always think about it that way. Possibilities to opportunities. And so this particular purpose of cross-training the mind is to be able to lead you into a state of flow where you're always producing, you're always conserving energy. Today it's all about conserving energy. If 20% of the brain is at work, you want to conserve that energy so that at the end of the day, you don't burn out. There's no mental exhaustion. So creativity is, for me, something so valuable that we all have a license for creativity. The question is, do you know it? How do you identify it? How do you spot it? And this is the essence of cross-training. So there are 7 zones, and I talk about creativity. R is a zone of resplendence, so that you enter into this state of dazzling. Everything is dazzling before you, all right? And then E, of course, is emotions. You know, when you talk about emotional intelligence, I talk about emotional spirituality. Remember that when we talk about work-life balance, there's no balance without the spirit. That's why you have that seesaw moment, right? So C is creativity, R is resplendence, A is again the mode of awareness. So from E is emotional, and then you come into awareness, right? Then T is thalamus connection, I is intentionality, V is the power of visionary. And then lastly, of course, it comes to E, which is ergonomics, where you put all these 7 creative zones together to have the mind of a genius. So I believe that every, individual, every entrepreneur is an outstanding individual, but my concern is how do we transform the mind to be into a state of genius, to be a genius in the mind place. And there's a space that you create. And so in the marketplace, if you can put all these zones together, creativity is the source for that currency to make sure that all these zones are operating like ATM machines to give you that power that you need.